The director of the blockbuster Guardians of the Galaxy movies, James Gunn, was just fired after offensive tweets dating from 2008, I guess, resurfaced, where he jokes about pedophilia, all kinds of crazy stuff, the 9/11 attacks. Now, he apologized and said he was trying at the time to be provocative and added that he's a much different person now, and he's talked about this over the years. So should he have been fired?
I think it's impossible to avoid. Social media is a make or break platform. There are people that have made themselves on social media and branding. The problem is there are consequences. And I don't think tone and context always carry in a text message or a tweet. So even though I know, Joy, we would talk about comedians and what they do, you can't read into that. You're going to see how you receive that. And it's not always a universally received the way you intended it.
That's true.
And companies that affiliate, you remember the woman in the PR company that she was flying somewhere and then, you are, these days with our 24/7 connected, you know, we are the brand we work for. And if your boss or your parent would not be okay with what you're tweeting or posting, you should not post it.
But can I say something? I agree with that as well. I've been on Twitter 10 years. I've been on Twitter a long time, starting in my early 20s, and I don't even want to know some of the stuff I used to tweet and put up. I used to go to Vegas and post like things I would never do now because I was 22 years old, and there's a big difference between 22 and 33. I will say that Ben Shapiro, who's a conservative writer, recently came out and did this whole thing because he's been on social media and been writing since he was 17, and he did a whole list of this is the dumb stuff I've ever done. And Ben Shapiro and I had a private conversation a while ago because he had tweeted stuff about me way back in the day that I no longer care about. I was a different person then. He was a different person then. We had a mea culpa. And I think this scares me because I'm not exactly sure what I did. It's not like this. I wasn't talking about the 9/11 attacks or whatever. But if you have a problem with some of the things I've put on social media in the past, you should know it before you hire someone. That's why I think you should look at everyone's blanket social media.
But should he be fired? I'm on the fence on this because we're talking 2008, so we're talking about 10 years ago. I don't understand what he means by he wanted to be provocative, but he's since apologized and said, I'm a different person now. So do you lose your current position because of something you did?
If you take a picture with someone and post it on social media and that person at any time in their life has done anything, there is a mob mentality on social media. People will come for you, and they'll come for everyone associated with you.
But is that fair?
No, I don't think so.
Isn't that the argument that Trump supporters give, though, not to bring him back? They always say that the evangelicals and people who support him, and that you were saying before, a lot of them, that, you know, when he was cheating, when he was a wild man, it was then, now it's not.
But for me,
that's the exact argument.
But the goal marker is confusing for me because Joy Reid had a bunch of stuff that came out from her blog posts in the past that are very homophobic. She still has a great job at MSNBC as a big voice on cable television. And I am just confused about exactly where the goal marker is for everyone in regards. It is moving.